Good morning, afternoon, or evening, y'all. My name is Shannon, and today is the start of a different kind of week in my life vlog from what you guys are used to. It's usually just a reading vlog, but this week we're actually going to be doing a week of getting into hobbies in my 20s because I've really been trying to cut down my screen time. I feel like that's been a growing consensus on the internet as well, just where people are trying to get off their damn phones, and I am absolutely on board that train. I've been trying to do it since the year started. I kind of fell off a little bit, so I'm trying to get back on, and because of that, I need something to do with my time, because otherwise I'll just be bored, and when that happens, my gut reaction is to just go on my phone. But I'm trying to change that, and in order to do that, I need to have something to replace it with. So I'm currently going to get groceries, and while I'm doing so, I'm gonna pick up a couple of things. I got some other things earlier in this week as well, and some of the hobbies I want to try out I've loved since I was a child, so I'm basically just rediscovering them. But we're gonna be knitting, scrapbooking, which is new, although I do already do a book journal, so I don't know, I think I'm just gonna incorporate the scrapbooking part into my book journal and just have it be a big scrapbook. Then I'd like to try just other creative art forms, like watercolors, coloring. It sounds so stupid, but I mean, there's a reason people love doing it, and coloring isn't just for children. I don't know why we assume that. I don't know, I'm really trying to break out of the mindset that the hobbies I enjoy are childish. But I mean, obviously there's gonna be some reading involved in this vlog. Reading is probably the biggest hobby I have. I'm currently reading Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis, and oh my god, I'm eating that book up. I honestly think it's gonna be a 5-star read, which is incredible because I haven't had one since January. But I'm gonna run my errands, maybe either listen to an audiobook or listen to just some YouTube videos, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. Hey guys, it is actually 2 days later. It is Saturday now, which is the perfect time for me to actually be able to get to do hobbies rather than work or just housekeeping stuff. But when I went to the store, I got some paint by numbers kits, I got a coloring book, got some stickers for scrapbooking, and I'm just so excited to have the time to do all this stuff. And I'm likely going to be either listening to a YouTube video or listening to an audiobook, because I just finished Where the Crawdads Sing this morning and I did enjoy it. I wouldn't say I loved it. I rated it 3 stars, but I did finish Lessons in Chemistry last night and I rated that 5 stars. And reading, as I said previously, is my #1 hobby. So honestly, oh my gosh, I loved Lessons in Chemistry so much. I'm honestly probably going to be taking my annotations from my Kindle and putting them in my physical copy of Lessons in Chemistry, because I usually do that with my 5-star reads. But I'm gonna start this video with paint by number because ever since I bought the kit, I've just been itching to do it. I literally bought the kit from Target for 10 bucks. So we'll see how the quality is, but I am very excited to be painting because I haven't in so long. Honestly, not since I moved out of my mom's house, which was when I was 18. So at least 5 years. But I'm gonna start listening to either a YouTube video or Masters of Death, which I started this morning, and let's do some painting.
is clearly going to take me a while because in 10 minutes, this is all I managed to do. So I'm gonna turn the camera off and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Hey guys, I'm back. So it's literally been like 5 minutes. I have not typically painted on canvas. I mean, I've done it before, but it's been a painting that like I just feel out as I go. I've never done paint by number. And I think I've come to the conclusion that I do not have the patience for it. I was getting so frustrated and honestly it was taking so long, which makes me sound like such a petulant child, but I wasn't enjoying it. I mean, I don't like really being constricted. I don't know. I don't think it was for me. But now what I'm about to do instead of that is a dot by letter. So I picked this up a couple of days ago and it's just like a little coloring book essentially, but instead of having lines, they have like letters, if you can see that. And you pick out the colors you want at the top and you just dot the letters. It's much faster and I don't know, I like it more. So we're gonna do this instead. So let's get started with this. Later, I just finished my drawing. I don't know, I like it. I think it looks really cool. And again, the whole point of this is to find hobbies I like that aren't scrolling on my phone, because I could just have easily been bored and sitting around my house and just sitting on my phone instead of doing something that I would consider to be way more productive and just enjoyable. Yeah, so I really enjoy this. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is some scrapbooking. I think I have a couple of things I need to do around the house before I get to it, but I'm not sure. I also would like to take my annotations from my Kindle edition of Lessons in Chemistry and put them in the physical copy. I don't know if I would consider that a hobby, but it's definitely something I do because I enjoy doing it. So I guess that it is a hobby. Like, that is what the definition of a hobby is. Yeah, I absolutely love this book. The only thing I don't love about transferring annotations is how long it takes. I haven't checked how many annotations I have for Lessons in Chemistry. Let me check Goodreads, because that's usually where they have it. I have 180 highlights, which isn't horrible. The longest a book has ever taken me would probably be Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I think I had like 400 annotations in that book. And I do about like, I wouldn't even say 60 an hour. Like, it takes a lot of time to transfer those annotations, you have to find a page, you have to highlight, underline, do all the things. But I'm probably gonna wait till after I'm done scrapbooking to do that. I also have to update my book journal, which is a part of my scrapbooking. So this is my book journal. I am just going to add the scrapbooking pages in between the book pages. I mean, I don't see why that wouldn't work. I got a border laid out for this current week. I think I want to do like a spread for every week. I mean, I feel like that makes sense. And then maybe like bigger spreads for like specific special events or something. And then these are my book spreads. January was my favorite spread. We have the spread I made for Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. And then my spread for Blood of Hercules, which I rated 6 stars in January. And then we have my spreads set up for March, but I haven't updated it because Lessons in Chemistry that I finished yesterday was literally the first book I read this month. Or first book I finished. So obviously I haven't put it in yet. Yeah, I'm gonna do some stuff around the house and I will talk to you guys when I'm about to scrapbook. By the lighting, it is much later in the day. It is now probably like, yeah, 8 o'clock. When I was filling out the book journal part of my scrapbook, I realized that because Lessons in Chemistry was a 5-star read for me, that means it gets its entire own page. So I had to start filling that out, and that took a while just to like prep everything. And for a border around the Lessons in Chemistry cover, I did like a little thing of periodic tables or periodic numbers, and I haven't filled out the thoughts or quotes section because I wanted to transcribe the annotations from the Kindle version to my physical copy, and I would just pick my favorite quotes there. And I've also been watching Lessons in Chemistry while we've been doing this. Oh my god, this show is so good. I'm like actually obsessed with this story, and don't get me wrong, it infuriates me to no end, but the rampant sexism within this entire story, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just, oh my god, it's making me so grateful for the time we live in. Don't get me wrong, there's still some horrible stuff going on. Things still have changed so much since this time. Anywho, I'm gonna start doing this. I will probably be doing this for a couple hours, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. midnight and I am still not done. I somehow managed to watch the entire lessons in chemistry show and I am still not done. I just finished it. I thought I would take a break to talk to you guys because Jesus, this is taking so much time. And granted, there is probably an essence of truth in the fact that the show probably slowed me down a little bit because I was busy paying attention to something else. But that show was so good. Oh my god, it was so good. Just as good as the book. They did change a couple things. Some things I had a couple qualms about, but I do still think they really kept the integrity of the book. Obviously, the book is better. I feel like I don't even need to say that. The book is always better. Both of my dogs are sleeping on the couches back there. My husband is currently at his friend's house watching the UFC match that's going on tonight. I personally don't really like watching fighting, so he went without me, and I will likely not be going to bed until he gets home because I have to let him into the house. He doesn't carry a key, no matter how much I tell him he should, so I have to stay up anyway. I don't know, I really don't want to do any more of this right now because it is all I have been doing for the past almost 4 hours. I feel like that makes sense. The question is, I have no idea what I'm going to do in that time. I could continue reading Masters of Death because I started that this morning and it seems really good. I've always liked the way Olivia Blake writes, especially when I started the Atlas 6 trilogy. I was really enjoying it. I think the way she writes is very interesting. The only thing that I don't love is that I read slower when I'm reading her books because they are using more of my brain, which sounds so stupid, but if you get it, you get it. But I mean, a good thing is I haven't gone on any social media in hours. I do have a puzzle I could start, but I wouldn't want to start it without being able to finish it. But I'm gonna turn the camera off because I'm just blabbering now, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
Some of those will be nice. Yeah.
Hey guys, it is the next day. It is 9 o'clock. Oh my god, it feels so much earlier, which makes sense because daylight savings time started last night, but I just finished my annotations. It took so long, but I'm now going to finish filling out the book entries for my scrapbook, and then I don't know. I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll talk in a bit. Hey guys, it is just after noon and I've just been doing stuff around the house. I think that's most of what I'm going to be doing today. I honestly want to rearrange so much of the furniture in my husband and Mai's bedroom just because I want a change. I get very bored with the layout of furniture in spaces if it does not move every once in a while. So I think that's what I'm gonna focus a lot of my energy on today. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that update. I am staying off social media. I'm just not doing hobbies. I'm just doing stuff around the house. So I'm gonna get to rearranging some furniture and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Hey guys, it is actually the next day. Yesterday was crazy. When I said I was going to rearrange furniture in my bedroom yesterday, I had no idea what kind of endeavor I was undertaking, and I did it. Don't get me wrong. I love the way it came out. I think it's such an easy and inexpensive way to refresh a space, is to just like rearrange things and reimagine the layout of a certain room. But it took so long. I moved a massive bookcase and 2 dressers and I don't even know what it's called, but it's like a little sitting area that also lifts up and we store shoes in it now. Obviously moving all that stuff is going to take time. I had to take out all the drawers. For the dressers, I had to take all the books for the bookshelf, and my room, it looked like a bomb went off. I'm not even kidding. Everything was everywhere, and it was a disaster. That took me about 4 hours before I started to really like how it came out and finally have everything put away. And by the time I was done, my husband and his friends came home from their hike and they came to our house, and then we all went out to dinner. And then when we got back from dinner, I was so tired because daylight savings time. I stayed up super late the night before. I think both my husband and I went to bed at like 8:30, and I literally woke up at 7:45. Like, I was tired, but I didn't get too much done in terms of hobbies. I just did that little bit of scrapbooking for my book journal and putting stuff in for my lessons in chemistry spread. And I also finished putting the annotations in lessons in chemistry yesterday morning as well. I'm gonna get started with my day. I have some stuff I have to do. Obviously, it's a Monday morning, and I'll talk to you guys when I'm about to do a hobby.
Now, some people may say that cooking is not a hobby. I am not one of those people. I'm actually a fervent believer that cooking is one of the oldest hobbies in the world. Here, I was just making some shrimp tacos that night because that was what I was hungry for, and they actually turned out extraordinary, so I will leave a link in the description to the recipe I used if you guys would like to try it.
Hey guys, it is a little after dinner and I just finished cleaning up from dinner. I wanted to touch base with you guys because I definitely talked you guys through dinner, but I wasn't talking to you guys. But the shrimp tacos turned out so good, and I really liked the sauce recipe that it had me made, like a cilantro lime sauce, and it was all really good. I'm about to start doing some hobbies because I want to. I just wanted to let you guys know I'm going to be scrapbooking for a little bit, and then I'm going to start that puzzle, and I'm probably going to do that for a while. So let's do it. it is the next day, actually. It's like 7 in the morning. I hate daylight savings time so much because I was steadily waking up at like 6:30 every morning, and the sun was rising then. Now the sun rises at like 7:30, and I have been waking up at 7:30 the past 2 days, which just pisses me off because I like waking up between 6 and 7. I also like when it's light when I wake up, but it's not. It's fine. Anywho, last night I did finish the puzzle. I really enjoyed that. Let me show you guys. It was just a little plant puzzle, and it was really fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it got a little hard after the actual plants were together and I had to do like the words, but it was so much fun. I have always loved puzzles and things that like actually stimulate my brain. But yeah, this was really fun. I think I may tape it just because, I mean, I know I'm not going to do the same puzzle twice. I don't know, it was really fun. And then I listened to about 5 hours of Masters of Death while I was doing that. It is really good so far. It's very interesting, and it's really cool to see how all of these characters are like interwoven and becoming like a group, it seems. I just wanted to touch base with you guys because I didn't film me finishing it. My battery actually died while I was in the middle of doing it, and I didn't want to go back and get a battery. I'm gonna go because I'm just rambling. I'm very tired. I literally woke up like 15 minutes ago, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
Hey guys, I just wanted to touch base with you. It is the same day. I just finished filming 2 videos actually. I decided to film my spring TBR video and my TBR jar video for April. Now, just so I can get ahead on my content, because I like to keep ahead on my content. It makes me less stressed about making sure I have content up because the content is already up and scheduled. So I currently have a mass of books around me, but I did just want to let you guys know, because I do consider YouTube to be a hobby. I definitely don't make any money off of this, although that would ultimately be the dream, like having this be my job, but that is simply not the case right now. Oh my god, I completely forgot to film this. I made chocolate chip cookies. I'm trying a new recipe that is browned butter chocolate chip cookies, which I've seen all over the internet and they sound so good. So I have them in the oven right now. Actually, they smelt incredible. Please disregard my dogs. They are very reactive to anything in the street, but I did want to give you guys that update. I sincerely hope you guys can even hear me right now. Probably not, in all honesty. But I honestly don't know if I'm going to have time for any other hobbies today, because my dog has a vet appointment at 5, and then after that we're going to the movies to see Mickey 17, which just came out this past weekend. So I honestly don't know if we'll be able to have any other time to do hobbies today, which kind of sucks. But we'll see. I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
spoken, but I think this has been an incredible week of me discovering and trying out some new hobbies. Obviously, there are some I like more than others. After all the hobbies I've tried this week, I have discovered I really think the scrapbooking is gonna stick. I think this is such a fun way to A, just express my creativity, and B, like track what is going on in mine and my husband's lives. I just absolutely love it. This year and just recently, I've really been trying to document our lives more, take more pictures, and I do think that this is really going to help with that, because you just forget all this stuff that happens so much, and I feel like documenting it will really help me remember everything. And like, if I keep this a consistent habit for years, I think it'll be really fun to like have like a shelf that's just like full of journals like these that document our lives and eventually our children's lives as well. I just think it's so much fun and a really fun thing to look back on. And then I also really like the coloring and the dot art. I think that was really fun. I obviously love cooking and baking. That is more of an involved hobby though. I feel like I shouldn't do that just to not go on social media. That has like an intention behind it, you know? Painting, kind of a miss for me. I'm too impatient for it. And I didn't show it, but I did start knitting again. And I do like knitting, don't get me wrong, but the only thing I can knit is scarves. Unless I really want to put a lot of effort into figuring it out. Which, for me personally, I feel like a hobby should just be something fun that you enjoy doing. Yeah, I think this was such a productive week and use of my time. I definitely really struggled some of the days with going on social media, and I would like go on the app. Like I would just open either TikTok or Instagram and I'd be like, there is no reason I need to be on here right now, and I'd like swipe out instead of just starting to scroll. And I also have a time limit set in the screen time sections under my settings where I can only go on TikTok and Instagram for a combined amount of 30 minutes a day, which I feel like isn't a lot. And I feel like it's a good way to keep me off of these apps. I don't know, I'm just trying to be more present in life and not be out of touch with what's going on around me. Anywho, I know this video was a little different from what the normal content is on my channel, but I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you stayed until this point in the video, I cannot thank you enough. I appreciate each and every single one of your beautiful faces. If you have anything you guys want to see from me, please let me know in the comments, because I love making content you guys want to see. And I hope you all are having an absolutely incredible morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.